Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. This is going to be a video that's not very planned. You saw all the book stacks around my library. Those are all the books that I'm going to be unhauling. So I have actually gone through all of my books and rearranged some books on my bookshelves. These are my Christian and mostly nonfiction books, and then all of my shelves are rearranged, and I actually have space for more books. I am still working on rearranging everything. Everything in my library is a big mess right now because I have all these books to finish packing up into boxes and to take to the bookstore to sell. And I have to finish rearranging all my little trinkets and stuff. I haven't fixed any of that yet. So it's a big mess in here. Bear with me. But I wanted to go ahead and talk about some goals and whatnot. So let's jump in. So I have my reading journal here. It's just a simple notebook journal. I'm not completely done with it, so I might do a flip through of it at some point. But here is my basic goals page. I try to go really basic this year because I completely fell off the wagon last year. I was doing really good until about mid-April, and then I completely hit the biggest reading slump of my entire life. I think I read maybe 3 books after that for myself the entire year, and one of those was the last week of December, and it was only 97 pages long. I think I read one in June and then one in maybe October or September, something like that. And that's it. Read a few more for my kids for school, but otherwise the biggest reading slump ever, and it was really hard to pull out of it. I was trying really hard at the beginning of this year. So far this year I've read 5 books, I think, and at least 2 of them have been audios, which is very uncommon for me also, but maybe I'm hitting my audio stride. I don't really know. But anyways, I try to keep my goals really simple. So the first goal is my Goodreads goal, which I always set at 50 books. I did not make it last year. I think I had 43, and that's only the second time in about 10 years that I haven't made it. So again, I'm saying at 50 books. I always set it at 50 books, whether I make it or not. So that's my goal again this year. I would really love to get closer to 100 sometime just to say that I've done it, but the closest I've ever gotten is 73. So I don't know if that'll actually happen or not. But the next one I do is a pages goal. So I set it for 24,000 this year. I also have a goal to collect 200 stars, and what that is I just count up the stars that I rate books, and essentially it's trying to get a higher overall average of rating at the end of the year, but I like to track it by counting stars. And then I also copied over another goal of finish 5 series this year. I did not complete that one last year. I don't usually. And the last one is to unhaul 200 books, which you just saw all the books in my library. I may have met that already, so maybe I'll restart this goal. I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to do with that, but yeah, so those are just my goals for the year. And as far as my channel, I'm really trying to come back. I have missed this a lot, and I think I want to try and get back into it. And so my starting goal, or my thoughts at least, are to go with 1 video a week to get back into the swing of things. Things are so super busy right now. I really don't have time, but I really need to start adding in certain things for myself, and this is one of the things that I like to do. Also, I wanted to show this other journal that I have. I have this journal, and this one is all the books on my shelves. Now, I wrote down all the books before I got rid of all those books. So you'll see some are crossed out and some are highlighted. So the titles are all the books that were on my shelves as of the end of 2023. If they are highlighted, that means I've read them. If they're crossed out, that means they have been unhauled. And I have a starting page now for 2024, which I feel like I need to add a couple in already. I also put a count at the top of all the books on the page. I think it's how many that are on the page. So like when I first wrote them down, there's 18 books on the page. But then when I crossed them off, like at a certain time, now there's 16 on this page, 14 on this page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's now the number that I have after getting rid of the. These are all of my books, like literally every book on every shelf. And I will have to count up and put a number right here for you, just as an idea, because I know I had almost 800 or 900 books on my shelf, and I think less than half of them, or maybe right around half of them, I think it was less than half, have actually been read, and I got rid of a lot of books. So yeah, I'll put a TBR number on the screen and go from there. So I'm going to end the video here for today, and my next video, maybe I'll do kind of like a wrap up of last year, or it may actually be a wrap up of the month's reading. I don't know. We shall see, but I will see you again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.